What's up guys, I'm Jeff Rizzo from RizKnows.com, and this year, just like last year, we teamed up with Autorama.com to go check out CES in Las Vegas. So this is our joint list of the best of CES 2019. Let me know what you think, write us down below in the comments. And by the way, if you want to see more tech reviews and awesome products, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Be one of the 400,000 people that love RizKnows content. And just so you know, we wouldn't be able to go to events like this and see products close up if we didn't work with a much larger company. So if you want to support the channel, you really like what we do, make sure to check out Autorama.com. I'll leave a link in the description. You can find all sorts of tech items there, audio equipment, camera gear, and more. Let's get to the list. Okay, so of the hundreds of products that we saw at CES, these are our favorite. The ones that got our team excited, the ones that got the Autorama team excited. Now I will tell you they are in no particular order. All of these products are amazing, although I did save my personal favorite to the end of the video, so make sure to stick around. So first up are the Samsung space monitors, which somehow, some way, I need to find some money in the budget to get myself at least one of these because they're pretty amazing. And these are for people like me that have OCD, that love organization and hate cables. So what they do is they clamp onto a table like this, and they actually have two hinges, one at the base and one right behind the monitor, and they can articulate pretty much in any direction you want, at least forward and backward. So you can reclaim space or you can pull the monitor closer if you want to. The only thing is they don't swivel. That's on my wish list, but still, they're pretty dang amazing. They even have a channel down the back of the monitors where you can hide your cables, which is like, oh my God, I love it so much. They were just incredible. So they're gonna have two different configurations. They have a 32-inch 4K model, which is the one, fingers crossed, that I will find some money to buy. And then they have a 27-inch 1440p model. Both of them look incredible. I think they're gonna be really, really popular. We even saw the demo units. They were a little wobbly, but they could clamp them on anywhere they wanted on the side of a desk. Pretty awesome stuff. And by the way, this isn't just like a concept. You can actually buy these. So I love seeing the concept stuff at CES, but I really like seeing the stuff that in the next few months I will actually be able to buy because I'm a degenerate consumer and I buy two of everything. Next is the LG Signature OLED TVR, which is the roll-up TV. So this one comes with a soundbar base that the TV retracts into, and it's incredible. It's a 4K TV, it looks stunning. The blacks are deep and rich. The color on this thing was just amazing. And the fact that it rolls back into a soundbar was like, it was almost like mind-blowing. I've never experienced anything like that before with a TV. I know last year they had a roll-up concept, but this one you can actually buy, and they say it's gonna be at a premium price point, which I'm expecting will be several $1,000s. So you won't see that here on the channel, but at least we got to see it at CES because this was one of the coolest products I think I've ever seen in person. And they had multiple that you could see at CES. They had this whole light show set up, and it was like probably the coolest TV that they showcased at the entire event. Now sticking with entertainment and in your living room, we have the JBL Link Bar. And this is one of those products where it's like, why didn't I think of that? Because it's 4 products in one. Number one, it's a sound bar. And by the way, it actually sounds really good. Granted, it was paired with a sub, but it still sounded very, very good. It also is a Google Assistant smart speaker. So you can speak to it, you can set up multi-room audio. It's pretty awesome. I think we have 5 or 6 Google Assistant speakers here at the office, D-Pain, right?
Oh, we got a lot.
Yeah, a lot. So we like Google Assistant. At my house, I actually have Sonos, but that's another thing. But it is a Google Assistant speaker, number 2. Number 3, it is actually a Chromecast. And number 4, it is a set-top box. So it actually has Android TV built in. And what's really cool is that you plug your TV into this, and then all of your other HDMI cables plug into the JBL Link Bar. So let's say you're playing a video game. They actually demoed this for us, but you can still access Google Assistant because it's kind of layered on top. Everything is going through that sound bar. And I think this is awesome because I like to reduce the amount of tech that's in the way in my life. And rather than plugging in a sound bar and a smart speaker and a set-top box, it's all in one. So the Link bar was pretty amazing. They sell some additional accessories for it. It is Bluetooth enabled. And like I said before, you can set up multi-room audio with other Google Assistant speakers. I did get a little bit of fun in with the JBL Link bar as well. So I asked it to play Rizno's videos on YouTube, and it did so. It was perfect, but awkwardly, it started playing our best workout headphones video, and there aren't any JBL products in that video. So everybody was like standing around from the JBL team asking, hey, is JBL on this list? And I was like, no. So I got kicked out right after that. But it's still a pretty awesome product. Okay, so moving on, we have the Nikon Z Series 14 to 30 millimeter f4S lens. So this is the first Z Series lens that's ultra wide angle zoom. So if you use any Nikon mirrorless cameras, this is gonna be a lens I think you'll really appreciate and really like. The Autorama team I know was very, very excited about this lens. Now we don't shoot Nikon, we use a Sony camera, but it's still pretty amazing. It's like 3.5 inches when it's retracted, weighs just over a pound. You can shoot as wide as 14 millimeters, and since it has a flat lens on the front, it's not bulbous like the lenses that we have with our Sony, you can actually attach right on 82 millimeter polarizers and filters. There's a lot of stuff to like about this. I know some people have complained about the fact that it's an f4 lens, not an f2.8, but still, it was one of the coolest lenses I think I've ever seen, at one of these events. I'm pretty excited about this one. Next is the Harley-Davidson Livewire electric motorcycle. So this is an all-electric motorcycle that does 0 to 60 in like 3.5 seconds. It has a range of 110 miles, at least in the city. And one thing that was kind of cool, I was asking the guys there at the event, does it have a motorcycle sound? Because I know a lot of people that ride like Harleys and stuff, they probably won't get this, but they want, you would want a sound like a motorcycle. You don't want it to be completely silent. Apparently somehow they figure out a way to amplify the existing sounds of the drivetrain or whatever it has, and it will sound a little bit like a typical motorcycle. It won't be the same thing, but I think it was a clever concept, and this thing is gonna be fast as heck, and you can actually buy it. And then we have the House of Marley get-together speaker. This is a Google Assistant speaker that's made with like eco-friendly materials. It has bamboo and fabric and recycled aluminum. It sounds great, it looks great, it's an awesome speaker. Look, I mean, probably the big star of the show. You go anywhere at CES, this year at least, Hey Google was everywhere. I mean, it was plastered on the trolleys, it was all, right, D-Pain? I mean, Hey Google was everywhere.
So many people were Hey Google.
So naturally, we saw thousands of, international speakers that were, Hey Google. We saw all sorts of stuff that we didn't even really care about. But the coolest Bluetooth speaker that we saw that was Google Assistant enabled was the House of Marley get-together speaker. That one, I don't know, just something about the way that it looked, the way that it sounded, the materials, it just made it stand out from a lot of these other Bluetooth speakers. Then you have the BOSCH EcoBike. So this was something that I don't think they were really showcasing too much, but we walked by it and Dylan and I were like, dang, this thing is underrated. Like, this is a really cool product. So it was a pedal assist electric bike, but it had this giant like storage container on the front. So what the guy was telling us was that in addition to all the tech that's inside, it's built for people that are couriers. It's built for somebody that's doing Uber Eats in an urban environment, right? So why drive a car in San Francisco or in New York when you could get a pedal assist bike with a bunch of different modes, like eco mode where you pedal more, or turbo mode where you pedal less. And that way you can weave in and out of traffic, and you can still store a bunch of stuff on your bike. It has a pretty long range, pretty comfortable to ride. They actually let me sit on it, which, I like that. But I thought it was a really neat concept, and the fact that you can actually buy it obviously piqued my interest, because I could legitimately see a lot of people, a lot of couriers getting this bike in particular because of the storage container, because of the range, because of the preset modes, because of the fact that it mounted your phone on the front there, so you didn't have to have some other display. It used your phone and then automatically connected with it so that you could, make calls and do all these other things hands-free. So the BOSCH EcoBike, yeah, there's a lot of other cool stuff from BOSCH, but this was the thing that I walked by and not enough people were paying attention to. And then you have the Orbit B-HYVE. So this is the smart home or smart backyard system from Orbit Irrigation. So if you go in anyone's garage, or wherever they have their sprinkler system, they probably are using an analog Orbit system, where you can set up different sprinkler zones and you can adjust timing and do rain delays and that sort of thing. What this is a smart version of that. There's no monthly cost for it. They make a number of different models, like a 12 zone, I think they have a 6 zone and 8 zone. And what I like about these is that I personally have a rental home. So when I'm not there, sometimes I keep track of, like, you know, the weather or what's happening, and I want to be able to adjust the sprinkler zones remotely, and I can't do that. I have to go there when the seasons change, and I have to edit the zones. So this is something that I personally would use, and I like the products from B-HYVE. So, and I think they actually sell them right now. And they were just showing them at CES. It was like their big launch. And I think there's a lot of homeowners that will appreciate these smart sprinkler systems. 2 more left. We have the KODAK Smile Instant Print Camera. This is like 4 products in one. Number 1, it is a camera. Number 2, it is a printer, like you've seen in the past, right? Number 3, it automatically uploads any picture you take to the app so that you can see them on your phone, you can share them on Instagram, you can just save them for later. And then number 4, they have an augmented reality portion with the KODAK app. So let's say you take a picture, and then that picture will have a little like QR code embedded, and you can associate a video with that picture. And then when you go to hover that image with the app, it'll play the video, which was amazing. I mean, I think I probably, how many times do you think I did this, Dylan? Like 5, 6 times, like what the heck, how is this working? But I thought that was a really neat component. They were showing off some other products, but this Smile Instant Print camera, I think it's called the Smile Classic actually, was awesome. But last up, my personal favorite product that I saw at CES, it won all sorts of awards, but I was sitting at their booth like, oh my God, I wanna buy this so badly. This is amazing. It was the JABRA Elite 85H. So these are noise canceling headphones, but they have AI built in. So what happens is they have like 6,000 different audio profiles, and they can automatically adjust the active noise cancellation based on your environment. So let's say you're on your commute and you're in a train. It will automatically turn up the noise cancellation and it'll turn off the hear-through system. Or let's say maybe you're in a public environment where you still kind of want to let some sound in, but not that much. It'll make noise cancellation like medium, and it'll turn that hear-through up a little bit so you can get a little bit more sound. And then let's say you're in private where you don't need any of that, right? You don't need noise cancellation. It'll turn that off, it'll turn the hear-through off, so you just have like regular headphones. And it does so automatically. So they told us that they have this whole system of like 6,000 sound profiles that they are able to scan, and they can figure out what environment that you're in. So I thought that was cool. And then the second thing is that it has Amazon Alexa built in. So you can just say, if your phone's with you, you can just say, Alexa, and then you could ask to buy toilet paper or protein bars or to play music. And they're still compatible with your phone's Siri and Google Assistant. So that was great. The third thing is they have like this spatial awareness. So let's say you have them on your head and then you take them down to your neck. They will automatically know that they're not on your ears, so they'll pause your music. But then the second you go to turn or reorient the headphones and put them on, they'll start playing again. I thought that was a pretty clever concept. They have a fast fuel charger, USB-C. I mean, these things were incredible. You can ask Dylan, like, you obviously can't ask Dylan, but if you could ask Dylan, I was geeking out hard on these things.
We were there for easily a half hour.
Honestly, I was just like taking notes on these things, trying them out. They were amazing.
Love at first sight.
I think they're available in April, May, and I definitely will be doing a review of them. They were amazing. So that's my list, or that's our joint list, Autorama and Riznos. Let me know what you think. Write us down below in the comments. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.